stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Ringing Bloom, a big old 4-player map. It's going to be free and action. Haven't cast a free replay in a while, I feel like. So let's see how he stacks up against the macro ZERG here today. Bottom right, it's going to be free. In the top left, it's going to be action. Woo! Free is an excellent, excellent Protoss player. Action, you know him. Right? Right. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Terror the Overlord scouting out. Let's see how well Free has done in tournaments. Shall we? We shall. Took second place in SSL Classic Season 1, falling to effort 3-1 back in 2017. And yeah, that's about it. So, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see how he stacks up here against action, shall we? Okay, I think we have time. I think we have time to see what Action's resume is. Action, Brood War. The internet's gonna be like, eh? Do you want to see Brood War in action? No, I want to see the player action. Ah, I did figure it out. Cool. So what do we got here? Team. I don't care about Team League, Team League, Team League, Team League. Second place in Moo Pro League Season 2 back in 2018. Got taken down. Oh no, that was a team situation. Don't care about team stuff. Okay, so yeah, Action really doesn't have anything going on here either as far as finishes here. Fair enough. So yeah, so these two players, both excellent in their own right. What the heck? Okay, so dude goes hatch first out here instead of taking his extraordinarily safe back base here on Ringing Bloom as his natural, which is exactly what Free did. Interesting. Very interesting. So Free up here. You know what? I might have missed a Nexus first opening here from Free. But it's, like I said, incredibly safe to do on this map. So it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, if the Nexus is this far along and the Gateway's not done yet, then definitely that was a Nexus first. All right, man. Nexus first into Gateway. You can do it. Oh, okay. And then a very fast third hatch back here. All right. So pool finishing up. Extractor on the way. Probe shows up and says, what's going on in here? You have a pool? Excellent. That's good information to have. Did he run past this and see this? He has to have seen this, right? I think so. I'd be shocked. Check the back one. Check the back one. Free. You must know. He's just hiding over here for a second round of scouting to see if the first 100 gas... Well, it's going to be a minute for the first 100 gas because we just started saturating the gas. Yeah, whether that's going to go to a lair or whether that's going to go to speed for those Zerglings. Cybernetics core on the way. Zealot heading out. And, yeah, 4 lings. You know, maybe 6 to deal with that Zealot and this probe. If the probe wants to get involved in the attacking as well, which, I don't know, probably does. Probably has some orders to do that when the Zealot arrives. Join the battle. It'll be fine. Ah, metabolic boost opening instead of lair. From Action. That is interesting. This is an RJB replay. Check them out. YouTube.com/@RJB_TV. Great YouTube channel. Great provider of incredible replays to love that guy RJB. Stargate opening, which means we still don't have... I'm looking. I'm checking the production tab. I'm double checking these buildings. And yeah, it's got to be Hydras at this point. It's got to be Hydra Den. Evolution Chamber coming in. He's not trying to stay alive with spores, is he? He's like, I'm just going to make 1,000,000 lings, and to protect my overlords, I'll place them over spores. Which is one way to do this, I guess, but I don't know that I feel good about it. Yeah, drone. Ah, that's why the Zealot didn't show up. He's been chasing this drone around for the last minute. Cool. Ah, it is. It's air weapons, level 1. Corsair production begins after the level 1 air weapon starts. That's how important it is. So here goes nothing. And check it out, a creep colony. Creep colony being upgraded to a spore. This is so interesting. So the answer to Corsairs today is simply spore colonies. It's not hydras. It's not scourge. It's not mutas. It's spores. Dude. Okay. I don't know that I've ever seen a Zerg player do this before. I mean, okay, a Hydra Den's coming in now, but he knew the Hydras wouldn't be ready by the time the Corsairs showed up, so he had to make at least one spore. He really wanted to drone here, didn't he? Certainly did. Link's trying to get up this ramp. There's 3 zealots blocking this. That's not happening, guys. Yeah, and this drone's like, yeah, I see what you've got up there. Corsairs like, I'm just trying to find overlords to kill. Where are they? Guess what? They're all parked over this spore colony. I mean, not all of them particularly super close to the spore colony, but within the general radius of it. So yeah, this larva, yeah, the larvae here at this base are solely for overlords. What a weird game this is. So yeah, Free's like, I'm not finding any overlords to kill out here either. Are you just not, you don't have any map vision whatsoever? And yes, the answer is Action has foregone map vision. But you kind of, I mean, look, that's the whole point of the Corsair opening, is that it gets rid of the map vision concept for Zerg players entirely, at least with the overlords. You can kind of put Lings out and about for the map vision, and that works pretty well, actually. It's just you can't send overlords all over the place and expect to have an eye on everything that Protoss is doing. So, there you go. Hydra, Spore combo, pretty powerful against these Corsairs. Let's see what kind of splash damage is in production here. Because Corsairs aren't going to cut it, right? No. Templar Archives immediately gets fired up. Like, within seconds of those Hydras getting shots off on those Corsairs, they're like, yeah, okay, let's bring out the big guns here. Let's make sure we've got High Templars available to deal with the Hydralisks. And this is, look at this. Macro hatch, macro hatch, macro hatch. He is hard walling his 3 bases with buildings. I've just never seen anyone do this on Ringing Bloom before. Finally getting up to a lair. Yeah, Ling's kind of trying to poke up and see what's going on, but too many zealots for that. And, my gosh. Yeah, these zealots are going to be like, there's hiders behind this wall. Look, this is even walled off too. This is, I kind of like it. Like who? I mean, I don't have to wall off 2 separate bases. I'm going to wall off 1 of my bases. Oh, did get an overlord there. A little bit too far away from the spore. Now the zealots are like, okay, I guess we swing. Oh, that is not walled actually, is it? No. All right, so the Lings are going to fight. Leave our drones alone. Hydras, get out here and fight as well. It doesn't actually particularly wall off this, you know, it's the 2nd base, but I'm going to call it the 3rd base against these things. I don't know if he knew that zealots could just kind of wander in here, but they certainly did. And I don't know if they killed any drones there. Maybe a couple drones, mostly Lings, mostly a couple Hydras. It's 50 probes to 35 drones right now, though. So, I mean, yeah, you really need to do some droning here to do a bit of catch-up. Still, it's a 2-basing Protoss. Got extra gateways coming in. Storms on the way. High Templar are here, generating that also important energy. Corsairs, oh, found one. Ah, you used this base to make an overlord. Bad. You can only use these bases to make overlords. There's a bunch of them, too. It's not like there's one hatchery you gotta wait for larva from. Yeah, that was just a little bit sloppy from Action, wasn't it? Okay, so Action's doing Hydra Lurker stuff as Lurker aspect is coming in. Free's got his High Templar. Free's got his Speed Lots. Free's 3rd base is probably here. I don't know if there's anywhere else you can really get a 3rd base, you know? Singularity Charge coming in. I mean, nothing too crazy on the Protoss side of things. I'm trying to see if it's like an early Reaver drop or something crazy that's maybe carriers. I don't know. This map kind of might work for carriers. I have seen carriers used on this map before, but it was an Artosis game, and so it was a PvT, not a PvZ. I've really only ever seen carriers used against Zerg players on Outsider, that very particular map from a very specific era of StarCraft Brood War. If you want to see carriers used against a Zerg player and have them win, let me know. I'll give you a link to that replay and that cast. Again, I need to remind you, if you ask me for a cast, a link to something, tell me specifically what you're looking for. Because, as this 4th base is up from action, if you just say, can I get a link, that link you were talking about in this cast? I don't remember which game I talked about at minute 10 of this particular cast. Okay, it's not happening. I talk about different casts in different casts all the time. It's castception, you know? So just say, hey Falcon, can I get a link to that replay where carriers are used against ZERG, and it works. And there you go. I'll find it for you. If you don't, if you don't want me to spoil who wins, you can say that too. Send me one with carriers against ZERG, and don't tell me if they win or lose. And then I can do that as well. It'll be fun. So, yes, we got a shuttle out. Any speed for the shuttle? No. Look at how slow this thing is. That's the sound it makes when it's slow, and when it's fast, it's all zero, zero, zero. Hive coming in at about 10:50. So this is a nice window to attack when Dark Swarm's not available. Plague is also not available. And God, this whole base is accessible, isn't it? I don't know. I honestly do not know exactly. Oh, okay. So the shuttle dies. A storm does catch 1, 2, 3 drones. The High Templar are dead. And a major attack swings into this 4th base. There's like a lurker and 3 Hydras defending this. What is going on? 52 to 51 workers per action is pretty good, though. He's doing all right. Yeah, this is just... Oh, gosh. Yeah, evac. Attacking, evacuating workers is a direct violation of the Geneva Convention in the Kaprulu sector, but you know what? War is war. 52 to 47 workers now in favor of free. Drones are dying, man. This base is dead. Okay, so look, very casually got his own 3rd base up. Free did. Wiped out the 4th base of Action because Action didn't have anything really to defend this 4th base. It was concerning, honestly, from Action's perspective. I don't... did he not know this was accessible? Like, he didn't know this was open? I don't know. But he just did not have enough over here. It was really nice from Free. Free's up 147 to 102 supply right now. He's doing fine. Look, we got Adrenal on the way. A Defiler Mound getting started just now. Throwing that up inside the main base. A good place for it. Pretty darn safe. But look at this ginormous Gateway army. And Plague and Dark Swarm are far away. And Adrenal is far away. This is the time of the game where the Protoss needs to get damage done in order to have a chance to win the game later. Or just win it outright. That's always an option. Is you just winning the game entirely outright. My Templar sniped. Good catch there. Oh, 2 Sunkens and no base to kill, which is weird. But sure, we'll kill your 2 Sunkens, no problem. Uh-oh. Okay, do we both have the same problem of not recognizing the vulnerabilities of our 4th base? Action lost his and Free just lost his. I mean, it wasn't up yet, but it got canceled. That's annoying. He has to replant that sucker. 161 to 114 supply, and, I mean, new 4th base up here maybe from Action. He needs that 4th base. This is not going well. This is really not going well. Yeah, Action as the macro ZERG, it doesn't necessarily, and it doesn't really work out for you if you are on 3 bases in 13 minutes and your opponent's 4th base is coming up, right? Look at this. Free's like, there's got to be a base up here, right? There's not. That's weird. We'll kill this Ling, I guess. Don't want to make this trip for nothing. But just kind of dancing around. 171 to 134 supply. I think he expects Action to have more than he has. Consume's finishing up. Adrenal's done. Plague's probably right about now. And it is. There we go. Plague getting fired up. From the Protoss side of things, it's just High Templar, it's Zealots. It's like, is there a base up here? Still no? This is very weird. We're going to take down this Overmind Cocoon. I guess maybe so... I mean, Zergs can plant creeps inside that thing because there's creep under it. It's a weird mechanic for how this map works, but... yeah, I guess he's like, I want to kill these so no shenanigans can happen if I want to take this base, right? Right. Dude, but seriously, Action, I need you to have a 3rd base. I mean, a 4th base. You have a 3rd base. I need you to have a 4th base. This Zealot count, just like, yeah, you have Dark Swarm. That's cute. That is exceptionally cute. And the Psionic Storm doing its work underneath to the cover of these bugs. That's technically what this is. This is a swarm of bugs that are blocking incoming projectile attacks, but can't do anything about literal magic. Causing lightning storms to damage the stuff inside the cloud. Yeah, this is delay, but I do not see this lasting forever. A plague is coming up. Nope, another dark swarm. I mean, a lot of zealots are dying in here. I don't know if this is great. Free, don't throw all your stuff away. Hold on. 163 to 131 supply. Not exactly what I was expecting to happen here at 15 minutes. Action, though, is at 41 drones, 3 total bases. He's knocking down his own Overmind cocoon. What? He's gonna die, too. You want to see it explode? It's gonna be a minute. This is Oh, he built a Nidus Canal inside of that Overmind cocoon, and then he killed it. Which is weird, but okay. Frees up 180 to 30 or 133 supply. He's got 4 bases. I'm just action, friends. He doesn't feel safe taking a 4th base. Free's got way more stuff than he does. He's doing it. He's trying to take a 4th base bottom left here, but Free is right on his front doorstep and just waiting. Just waiting. Yep, just storm up the ramp, storm anything that's on the ramp, storm anything coming down the ramp. Nice plague. Ooh! Sick plague. One of the better plagues I've seen in a PvZ. Still, Free just macroing behind us. 190, 137 supply. Reinforcements coming out of this Nidus Canal like cockroaches. The Zergs are basically cockroaches, right? That's a lot of lurkers, man. That is going to be a tough break for sure. So, okay. So Free's got to hold off. It's like, all right, fine. Keep your 4th base. I don't care if you have a 4th base. Like these lings just kind of dancing around here. Free is floating 2,000 minerals right now. He's firing up additional upgrades, which is good. He's adding some DTs into his comp. That's a super delayed, like 17-minute Corsair DT play. I kind of like it. Ooh, good scout on this 5th base that Action's taking too, because he took this bottom left corner. You get a free base along with it. It can still get dropped, but it's not accessible except over ground, except up this ramp, which is a tough nut to crack. Free expanding to a 5th base at 6 o'clock. Really open, too. So he's putting some pressure on Action so he doesn't think to send some lings down that way and scout it out. These lings are on a mission. I can tell. Where are they going? 3-2 Adrenal lings out on the map themselves. It's 3-2 Gateway units as well. Hang on. DT running. There you go. Getting away from that Overlord, therefore being undetected. Aspire's on the way from Free at from Action here at 18 minutes, which I find interesting. Now the space is being defended. Wonderful. The space doesn't exist. This space is getting DT Archon dropped. By that I mean there are probably some High Templar here too. 46 drones remain. Oh gosh, this hatch dying would be absolutely just problematic here. Drones are fighting DTs, not what they want. The Archon's fighting drones. That's what the Archon totally wants. And the hatch goes down. That's 2 hatches killed today by Free in the first 18 minutes. That is big. That is really big if you're trying to win this game against Action. So look, Free, he's got money. He's at 195 supply. Now he's working on a bank. Now he's not floating cash. No siree, Bob. But Action's managed to take his 4th base and his 5th base after losing his natural, though. Kind of puts a damper on the whole celebration of having those bases, right? But yeah, Free's down here. He's got some cannons, got a couple zealots at it. A little Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm anything would probably defeat that. Oh, these Overlords dropping. No, they're just out here doing nothing. Fake drop. I guess there were some in some of these Overlords that I didn't quite see. Either way, DT drop going after this hatch. Ooh, like caught a plague, which, hurts him and makes him visible and bwop. Spines take them down. Spine, spine, and spine from 3 of these lurkers. Reavers being added into the comp at 19 minutes, sub 20-minute lurkers here. Every Protoss player very happy to see that. This has just been free up in supply by a pretty large amount. And it can't feel good that Action was able to have these 2 bases. He's able to take them. That feels terrible, but at the same time, you're up, you're developing a bank, you're adding Reavers into your account here. You're going to have the ultimate late-game composition of Zealots, Dragoons, High Templar, Archons, and the Reaver added in just for good measure. These Lings have been kind of patrolling and dancing around up here for a while. Oh. This is Free taking the top right base. Yeah, Action has just felt really constrained in this game. Ever since he lost his 4th base, he's kind of lost momentum. I wonder if he's just really sad. Oh, Storm drop. About 3 more drones die there. High Templar takes out a Scourge and weakens some of these Hydras, which is not nothing. But yeah, he just hasn't been able to get out on the move. He hasn't really threatened a Protoss base today. Like, not even a single time, which is concerning from a ZERG perspective because you really want that unload. Unload. Okay, good unload. And he gets another Storm off down here. That was pretty good. That is an 8-kill High Templar, and he survives! I mean, not for long. He's definitely dead after the Zealot dies, and by that I mean Action has forgot he's... No, he knows that he's here. Okay, so 25 drones remain. Dude, killing this base, which didn't get replanted very quickly. Storm drops here, Storm drops here. I mean, obviously a bunch of drones died up here. Free is just dominating this game. I am impressed by Free today. I feel like I was impressed by him fairly recently and said I need to cast more Free games. Which is part of the reason why I'm casting this one today, is because I'm like, all right. To be honest, for the first couple years of my channel, the only Free games that I cast were him versus Flash. Flash kind of dominated him, and that's not fair. It's like, it's not fair to have your first opinion of a player to be, yes, let's play against Flash. Oh, you didn't look good? You must suck. No! Free's a really good player. Let's give him some due, huh? Good old Scarab damage upgrade coming in. Plague. And this is just not the right composition to handle this. So, Free has not really been able to break a Dark Swarm defense today, which is hard. It's hard to do. I'm not going to say that he should have, because Action's been really good defending, but Action does not want to be defending. Action wants to be out there, attacking, moving, taking more bases, controlling the map. Sniping Nexuses. Oh, those Reavers unloaded and immediately got plagued. Good heavens to Betsy. Scourge going after those shuttles. No. I mean, it's only got 2 HP. A lot of shields, obviously, but still. Want to watch out for those Scourge. Oh, Reaver probably dead. That Reaver just... yeah. Reaver down. That Reaver pathing was... It's death more than almost anything else in that situation. Another sick plague. But Archons are not really minding it. Dark Swarm. Where's your other Dark Swarm? Not enough energy for a Dark Swarm. You have Consume available, though. Is Action just like, I don't know if I can deal with this. I'm trying. I'm really trying to deal with this. He just loses he just lost his other Reaver. So Free's being a little bit sloppy here on this engage. He's up 50 supply, which is nice. Oh, High Templar gets left behind too. And once again, Free kind of tries busting into a Dark Swarm defended position, can't do it. He's killed bases that didn't have any Dark Swarm defending them at all. So, interesting. ZERG players are like, that's right. You can't get through our impenetrable Dark Swarm. Obviously. And Protossers are like, yeah, Dark Swarm is OP, but still, it's 200 to 146 on the supply count. As I usually say, the player that's been on the back foot for most of the game is the one who's going to lose. That doesn't always happen. I've definitely cast a bunch of games. Nice Archon drop up here, where the player on the back foot does a reversal. and ends up winning it. But this, okay, a snipe with a natural base with Archons is a pretty boss killer move. 3-2-3 upgrades on these guys. And this is bad. This is 41 drones for action. He's effectively mining on 3 bases, where Free's taking that top right. I mean, Free's all up that right side now with this base and this base and this base. And these Archons are doing awesome. And then more Archons added into the mix here. And Lurkers retreating from everything. And that's it. Action taps out. He didn't GG, but usually RJB says that means that they were playing over Discord or something, and they probably said GG over voice chat. So I just don't assume that Action was BM here, or anybody, if you don't see a GG at the end of a game replay. All right. But yeah, Free. He just took this game, tossed a snowball down the hill, right? We talk about this a lot. Bam. Gets Zealots up in here, kills some drones. This is not as well defended, I don't think, as Action thought it was. And then straight up, bam, kills the 4th base of Action, which is down here. Yeah. No, not down here. Right here. Yeah. Swings in this way, kills this base, knocks Action down to 3 bases, and then from there, the snowball just keeps rolling down the hill, getting bigger and bigger. Free's never attacked today. Nothing. No attacks. Dark Swarm did not find any of his nexuses. Plague did not find any of his nexuses. Action was not allowed to get up to his 65 or 70 workers that he likes to get to. Every Zerg player wants to get to that number. And as a result, he was just anemic economically. Just couldn't quite get out of the malaise, you know? It's tough. It's tough as a Zerg player on low econ if your Protoss opponent has 53 probes and like 6 bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can count. And then, I mean, this doesn't usually work, but hey, doing a 4 Archon drop on your opponent's base and killing it like a natural is, and all of them still being alive after that is a very weird thing. But yeah, just ultimate late game comp, y'all. Again, Protoss fans can still complain that Free, even with the ultimate late game comp, was not able to break a defiler defended position. Right, we're just going to call it that. It's a defiler defended position. Not able to break it, but didn't have to, right? Because attacked places where there weren't defilers defending and expanded a whole bunch and controlled the map and didn't let Zerglings with Dark Swarm get anywhere near any of his bases. And yeah, that's a recipe for winning too. So good job, Free. Really just neutering the macro Zerg and showing that he's not macro. Maybe he's not all that. 155,000 points, 181,000 points here. Free got outproduced about 2-1. But killed on a 3-to-1 ratio. So that is your number right there. Really cost-efficient plays here. 10-to-1 buildings raised in favor of a Protoss in this matchup is weird. And also helps you win. And then Free outspent Action. And I mean, I could do some math here, but that's just really all that matters. You get outspent by a Protoss when you're a Zerg in 25 minutes. And you win. Hats off to you. That's all I gotta say is incredibly, like, super hats off to you. Woof. Incredible. Yeah, I mean that's just how it works. And sometimes it works really well if you're a Protoss player. So man. That was a lot. That was a lot of fun. Protoss fans, be happy too. Zerg fans, maybe don't be happy, but you know, you can't win them all. And on that note, it's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.